Let me talk directly to someone right now. Maybe you are 50 years old or close to it, and you look at your bank account, your retirement savings, your net worth, and the number staring back at you does not match where you thought you would be at this point in your life. Maybe you had some setbacks, a divorce, a medical emergency, a job loss, a period where survival was the only financial goal you could manage. Maybe you just never learned the right things about money early enough, and by the time you figured it out, decades had already passed. And now there's this voice in the back of your head that says, it's too late. The window has closed. Everyone else got a head start, and you're too far behind to catch up. I'm here today to tell you that voice is wrong. 50 is not the end of your financial story. For millions of people, 50 is actually the beginning of their most powerful wealth-building decade. If they know exactly what to do, and they start doing it right now. I'm Cindy, and today I'm going to give you the exact roadmap for catching up fast when you are starting late. No fluff, no empty motivation, just a real practical plan. Let's get into it. Before we get into the action plan, I need to address something that is holding a lot of people back. The belief that starting late means the game is already over. It's not. And here's why. First, let's talk about what you actually have at 50 that you didn't have at 25. You have income. In most cases, people in their 50s are at or near their peak earning years. The average American worker earns significantly more at 50 than they did at 30. That means you have more money available to save and invest right now than you ever did when you were younger. You have clarity. At 50, you know yourself. You know what you value. You know what you actually need to be happy versus what you were spending money on to impress people or fill an emotional void. That clarity is financially powerful. You have fewer years to fund. A 25-year-old saving for retirement needs their money to last potentially 60 or 70 years. You need it to last maybe 35 to 40. That is actually a smaller target to hit. And you have government help specifically designed for you. The IRS created something called catch-up contributions, an extra amount that people aged 50 and over are allowed to contribute to retirement accounts above the standard limit. This is a legal, government-sanctioned way to fast-track your retirement savings specifically because lawmakers recognize that many people arrive at 50 behind schedule. So before we talk strategy, I need you to let go of the shame and the panic. Both of those emotions are expensive. They cloud judgment, and they waste the most important resource you have right now, time. Not unlimited time, but enough time, especially if you start today. The first step in catching up is knowing exactly where you stand. Not approximately, not roughly, exactly. Most people in financial stress avoid looking at the full picture because the full picture is scary. But you cannot fix what you refuse to see. So we're going to look. Here's what you need to calculate right now. Your net worth. Add up everything you own. Savings, retirement accounts, home equity, vehicles, investments, and subtract everything you owe. Mortgage, car loans, credit card debt, student loans, any other debt. The resulting number is your net worth. It might be negative. Either way, it is your starting point, and you need to know it. Your monthly cash flow. How much money comes in every month versus how much goes out. If more is going out than coming in, that gap is the first thing that needs to close. Because you cannot invest money you don't have. Your retirement number. How much money do you actually need to retire? A commonly used rule of thumb is the 4% rule, which suggests that you can safely withdraw 4% of your retirement portfolio each year without running out of money over a 30-year retirement. So, if you need $4,000 a month in retirement income, that's $48,000 a year. You divide that by 0.04, and you get $1.2 million as your target retirement portfolio. Now, that number might feel overwhelming, but here's the key insight. That number is your total target, not what you need to save from scratch. Social Security benefits will cover a portion of your retirement income. Any pension you have covers more. Any part-time work you plan to do in retirement covers more. The gap between those income sources and your total need is what your savings actually has to cover. Knowing your real number, not a vague, scary, abstract number, but the specific dollar amount your savings needs to generate, is the foundation of everything else. You cannot build a plan around a feeling. You need a target. Once you know your number, The next step is to pour as much money as legally possible into tax-advantaged retirement accounts. And at 50, you have access to more contribution room than younger savers do. The standard 401k contribution limit is substantial on its own. But if you are 50 or older, the IRS allows you to contribute an additional catch-up amount on top of that standard limit. That extra room is specifically designed for people in your position. Check the current IRS limits for the year you are watching this, because these numbers are adjusted periodically, but the catch-up allowance is always meaningfully higher than the standard limit. Maximizing this contribution every year from age 50 to 65, assuming a reasonable average annual return, could generate well over $700,000 in retirement savings from your 401k alone. The math is powerful when you are consistent. On top of your 401k, you can also contribute to an individual retirement account. Just like the 401k, people aged 50 and older are allowed to contribute more than the standard annual limit. Again, check current IRS guidelines for the exact figures, but the additional catch-up room is real, and you should be using every dollar of it. A Roth IRA is particularly powerful at this stage because every dollar grows completely tax-free, and qualified withdrawals in retirement are completely tax-free, meaning zero tax owed on decades of compounded growth. If you have a high-deductible health plan, you have access to a health savings account, and the HSA is one of the most powerful and underutilized retirement tools available. Here's why the HSA is extraordinary. It is triple tax-advantaged. Contributions are pre-tax, growth is tax-free, and withdrawals for qualified medical expenses are tax-free. After age 65, you can withdraw from your HSA for any reason and just pay ordinary income tax, making it function exactly like a traditional IRA, but with the bonus of tax-free medical withdrawals at any age. People aged 55 and older can contribute an additional catch-up amount to their HSA on top of the standard limit. Check current IRS guidelines for exact figures. The strategy: contribute to your HSA, invest the funds in index funds inside the account, pay current medical expenses out of pocket if you can, and let the HSA grow untouched for retirement. By the time you retire, you will have a powerful tax-free medical expense account that can cover one of the biggest costs of retirement: healthcare. Here's a truth that most people at 50 need to hear. Debt is the single biggest obstacle between you and financial recovery. Not your age, not the stock market, not your income. Debt. Because debt has a guaranteed negative return. Every dollar you owe on a credit card charging 24% interest is costing you 24% per year. Guaranteed. No investment in the world reliably returns 24% per year. So paying off high-interest debt is literally the highest guaranteed return available to you. The approach I recommend is a modified debt avalanche. List all your debts from highest interest rate to lowest. Attack the highest interest rate debt first with every extra dollar you can find, while making minimum payments on everything else. When the highest rate debt is gone, roll that payment into the next one. Repeat until everything is paid off. Now, I know some people prefer the debt snowball, paying the smallest balance first for psychological momentum. If that is what gets you started and keeps you going, do it. The best debt payoff strategy is the one you will actually stick to. But here's the key point. Every dollar of high-interest debt you eliminate is a dollar that stops working against you and can start working for you. Getting out of debt is not just about reducing stress. It is a financial return you cannot get anywhere else. One more thing about debt at 50. Resist the temptation to carry debt into retirement. Retiring with a mortgage, car payments, and credit card balances means your retirement income has to stretch to cover all of those obligations. The goal should be to arrive at retirement with as little debt as possible. Ideally, none. Here's the uncomfortable truth that a lot of financial advice dances around. If you are significantly behind at 50, you cannot save your way to retirement on your current income alone. You need to increase your income. Period. The math is simple. Saving more requires either spending less or earning more. And at 50, with real-life expenses, housing, healthcare, family obligations, there is often a hard floor on how much you can cut. But there is no ceiling on how much you can earn. Option 1. Maximize your earning power at your current job. If you have been at your company for years and have not negotiated your salary aggressively, you are almost certainly being underpaid. Research consistently shows that people who stay at the same company for an extended periods earn significantly less over their lifetime than people who negotiate regularly or change jobs strategically. At 50, you have decades of experience and expertise. That has real market value. Find out what your skills are worth in the current market. Use salary comparison tools like Glassdoor, LinkedIn Salary, and the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And if you are underpaid, make the case for a raise or start exploring other opportunities. Option 2. Develop a high-value skill. What skill could you develop in the next 12 months that would make you significantly more valuable, either at your current job or in the marketplace? Project management certification, data analysis, digital marketing, financial planning, coding, healthcare specializations. One new certification or credential at 50 can add $10,000, $20,000, or more to your annual income. And that income increase, invested aggressively over 15 years, is transformational. Option 3. Build a meaningful side income. Not a side hustle you hate, not something that burns you out on top of an already demanding job, but a strategic additional income stream built on skills you already have that can generate $500 to $2,000 a month. And that money goes directly and entirely into retirement savings. Consulting, coaching, freelancing, teaching, an online course built around your professional expertise. At 50, you have knowledge and experience that younger people will genuinely pay for. That is an asset most people at 50 completely undervalue. I want to be careful here because I am not going to tell you to stop living your life. You have worked hard. You deserve to enjoy the present. But there is a version of your lifestyle right now that is quietly making your future harder. And it is worth taking an honest look at it. The two biggest lifestyle levers at 50 are housing and vehicles. Housing. If your children have left home and you are living in a house that is larger than you actually need, downsizing could free up significant equity and reduce your monthly expenses simultaneously. That equity, invested in retirement accounts, could accelerate your timeline dramatically. Vehicles. The average American car payment is over $700 a month. If you are carrying 2 car payments in your household, that is $1,400 a month. $16,800 a year, going toward depreciating assets. Eliminating or reducing car payments and redirecting that money into retirement savings is one of the fastest lifestyle changes you can make, with an immediate, significant impact. Beyond housing and vehicles, look at your monthly subscriptions, dining habits, and discretionary spending with fresh eyes. Not to eliminate joy, but to make sure every dollar is either buying you genuine happiness today or building genuine security tomorrow. Anything that is doing neither needs to go. Here is what I need you to hear before you close this video. 50 is not a financial death sentence. It is a wake-up call. And the people who answer that call, who look at their numbers clearly, make a real plan, and execute with urgency and consistency, can and do transform their financial situation in their 50s. It will not be easy. It will require sacrifice that younger you did not have to make. But it is absolutely, unquestionably possible. And the alternative, doing nothing, letting another 5 years pass, arriving at 60 with even less runway, that is the only outcome that is truly not recoverable. You have time. You have earning power. You have catch-up contribution rules working in your favor. You have clarity that only comes with age and experience. Use all of it. Start today. Not Monday. Not after the holidays. Today. If this video gave you a plan you needed, please hit that like button and share it with someone in their 50s who needs to hear this message. Subscribe to Cindy Explains because we break down the money stuff they never taught us, and it is never too late to learn. Drop in the comments. Where are you in your financial journey right now? I read every comment and I am rooting for every single one of you. Take care of your money. Your future self is counting on you.